Okay, so this time, we will be continuing the lesson. And this is about the Philippine National Anthem. Okay, Section 40, the National Anthem is entitled Lupang Hinirang. Hindi bayang magiliw ha. Lupang Hinirang. Then the national anthem shall always be sung in the national language within or outside the country. So again, kahit na may English version tayo nito, kailangan pa rin yung national language ang gagamitin itong Tagalog. Okay? So the following shall be the lyrics of the national anthem, and we don't have to discuss this. I expect alam niyo na lahat to. Okay, Section 42. The rendition of the national anthem, whether played or sung, shall be in accordance with the musical arrangement and composition of Julian Felipe, and in accordance with its original Filipino lyrics and march tempo that was adopted under Department Order Number 5, dated May 26, 1956, covered by Circular Number 21, dated June 22, 1956, and EO 60, December 19, 1963. For the national anthem, General Aguinaldo wanted a march tune, something similar to the Marcha Real Española, the Spanish national anthem, which such specifications, Julian Felipe composed the national anthem entitled Himno Nacional Filipino. However, it took over a year before the hymn acquired lyrics. So parang yung arrangement lang muna, yung music lang muna. Sometime in August 1899, at the height of the Filipino-American War, a youthful soldier poet named Jose Palma wrote a poem in Spanish to fit the music of the Himno Nacional Filipino, with the title Filipinas. The poem was originally published on September 3, 1899 in the La Independencia. Upon its publication, it was unanimously accepted as the lyrics for the hymn composed earlier by Julian Felipe. So, separate siyang ginawa. Yung hymn and then yung lyrics. Lyrics was originally a poem, then pinatong lang doon. During the American era, the national anthem was translated into English by Camilo Osias and A.L. Lane. However, in the early 1990s, its official lyrics were interpreted by Felipe de Leon from the original Spanish lyrics, and this is what we are using today. So, tinranslate pa ito sa English and then tinranslate or interpreted in Tagalog bago siya naging yung gamit natin ngayon. So, conduct in relation to the national anthem. When the national anthem is played at a public gathering, whether by a band or by singing or both, or reproduced by any means, the attending public shall sing the anthem. The singing must be done with fervor. Kaya kapag tumugtog yon, matik dapat kakanta ka. Hindi yung nakatayo ka lang doon, nag-aabang ka ng chicks. Hindi pwede yon. As a sign of respect, all persons shall stand at attention and face the national flag, if there is one displayed. And if there is none, they shall face the band or the conductor. May mga pagkakataon kasi 'di ba na walang flag. So haharap ka lang kung saan yung band, yung conductor, or kung saan yung screen dahil ngayon ginagamit na natin ay videos, 'di ba? At the first note, all persons shall execute a salute by placing their right palms over their chests. Those in the military, scouting, citizens, military training, and security guard uniform shall give the salute prescribed by their regulation. So, kapag civilian ka, kamay sa dibdib. Kapag ikaw ay sundalo na naka-uniform, saludo ka. The salute shall be completed upon the last note of the national anthem. So, pwede mo lang ibaba yung kamay mo kapag natapos na. Nandun na sa last note. When the national anthem is to be displayed or sung with the anthem of any other country, the national anthem shall be sung first. Kaya nga, kapag nag-host tayo ng mga international events, laging una ang national anthem natin, then susunod na yung sa mga ibang bansa. The national anthem shall not be played or sung for mere recreation, amusement, or entertainment purposes, except for the following occasions: international competitions where the Philippines is the host or has a representative, national or local competitions, during the signing off and signing on of radio broadcasting and television stations, before the initial and last screening of films or before the opening of theater performances. Piniplay din ang national anthem. Civic activities, cultural shows or presentations, and other occasions as may be allowed by the Institute. Then, Section 44, all officials and employees of the national and local governments and any agencies or instrumentalities thereof, including government-owned or controlled corporations, institutions of learning, and privately owned entities or offices displaying the national flag, are hereby directed to comply strictly with the rules prescribed for the rendition of the national anthem. Anong tatanggapin na parusa kapag nilabag mo yung mga nandito sa batas? Section 48, failure or refusal to observe the provisions of this act and any violation of the corresponding rules and regulations issued by the office of the President shall, after proper notice and hearing, be penalized by public censure, which shall be published at least once in a newspaper of general circulation. Ipapublish kayo na lumabag kayo sa batas. The Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, dating DEX, but now, nakahiwa-hiwalay na yan sila. Yung sa basic education, DepEd na. Yung sa higher education, CHED. And then others, nahiwalay na ang culture and sports. Ayan, and the Commission on Higher Education, upon the recommendation of the Institute and after the proper notice and hearing, shall cause the cancellation of the recognition of permit of any private educational institution which fails or refuses to observe the provisions of this act for the second time. Ganun siya kalala. Aalisan kayo ng permit to operate kapag matigas ulo nyo at patuloy nyo nilalabag yung provisions regarding the national anthem, the national flag. The DEX and the CHED shall ensure that the national anthem, as adopted by law, shall be committed to memory by all students of both public and private educational institutions. Kaya nga, di ba, pinamememorize yan. Prep ka pa lang. Di ba? And performed during the flag ceremony conducted in accordance with the rules and regulations issued by the Office of the President. In addition, they shall make available the vocal, piano, or band scores of the national anthem as adopted by law to all private and public schools as well as the general public. Any person or judicial entity which violates any of the provisions of this act shall, upon conviction, be punished by a fine of not less than 5,000 pesos, not more than 20,000 pesos, or by imprisonment for not more than 1 year, or both such fine and imprisonment at the discretion of the court, provided that for any second and additional offenses, both fine and imprisonment shall always be imposed. Kapag second time ka nang naparusahan, both na yon. Pag first time, depende pa. Pwedeng fine lang or imprisonment or both din. Pero matik kapag second time na, matik na yun dalawa, fine and imprisonment. Provided that in case the violation is committed by a juridical person, its president or chief executive officer thereof shall be liable. Kapag hindi private person, yun nga, kapag juridical person ang nag-commit nung violation ng act, then yung president or CEO nila. Kay commemoration, as a nation, we value the sacrifices of those people who sacrificed their lives for our country to obtain freedom. These men and women are our heroes. Sacrificing oneself for the sake of the country represents ultimate dedication, devotion, and loyalty. It is also the most valuable gift that can be given by a citizen to his or her country. These heroes deserve to be remembered throughout the generation. So, eto yung mga holidays na kinikilala natin, yung mga kino-commemorate natin sila. December 30, next week. Every year on December 30, we celebrate Rizal Day, which is his death anniversary. When he came back to the Philippines, he was rearrested by the Spaniards because of his alleged involvement with a series of revolts that broke out in 1896, historically referred to as the Philippine Revolution. Kasi may partisipasyon siya doon sa Philippine Revolution. Kaya pagbalik niya dito sa Pilipinas, inaresto siya. The observance of Rizal Day goes back to the decree issued by General Emilio Aguinaldo on December 20, 1898, declaring December 30 as the anniversary of Jose Rizal's death. It is also decreed a national day of mourning for Rizal and other victims of the Spanish dominion throughout its 3-century rule. At the same time, General Aguinaldo issued a directive that all national flags be hoisted at half-mast from 12 noon of December 29, and all offices of the government shall be closed the whole day on December 30 as a sign of mourning. Kaya walang pasok pa ganyan. November 30 is declared as a public holiday in memory of the Filipino hero Andres Bonifacio. During this day, Filipinos thank him for his heroic attitude in fighting for our country's independence during the Filipino-Spanish War. A Filipino nationalist and revolutionary, Andres Bonifacio was the founder and leader of the Katipunan movement, which sought the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule and started the Philippine Revolution. August 26, National Heroes Day in the Philippines, was held every last Monday by August. By virtue of RA 9492, the official day has been declared to be August 26. Dati, depende kasi kung ano ang last Monday ng August. Ngayon, permanent na siya, August 26. This date was chosen as it marked the day when the cry of Pugadlawin occurred in 1896. Thus, initiating the start of the Philippine Revolution against Spain. On this occasion, flowers are offered at the libingan ng mga bayani and other heroes' monuments. Then, June 12, Independence Day. Independence Day was officially observed on July 4 until Republic Act 4166, which was approved on August 4, 1964, which set out to move the holiday to June 12. This act legalized the holiday, which is based on the Declaration of Independence on June 12, 1898 by General Emilio Aguinaldo. Nung una, ginagamit nating Independence Day, July 4. Same with the US. And then, ito nga, nung andyan na ang RA 4166 rather, sorry. June 12 na siya. Okay. The Philippine flag was raised and its national anthem was played for the first time in 1898. Then, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, May 28 to June 12 are national flag days. On May 23, 1994, President Fidel V. Ramos issued Executive Order 179, which expanded the National Flag Day into an extended period, culminating in the celebration of Independence Day. During this period, Filipinos are enjoined to display the Philippine flag in all offices, agencies, and instruments of government, business establishments, schools, and private homes. Okay, April 9, the Day of Valor, was a national observance until a letter of instruction, number 1087, made Araw ng Kagitingan a national public holiday, pinalitan. This holiday is meant to honor the brave people who helped bring democracy and freedom in the Philippines during the World War II. Executive Order 203 further proclaimed April 9 as Araw ng Kagitingan to pay tribute to the heroes of Bataan, Corregidor, and Besang. It commemorates the heroism of Filipinos and American soldiers when the Japanese occupied the Philippines during World War II. Major General Edward P. King of the United States Army was forced to surrender more than 76,000 Filipinos and American soldiers to the Japanese at dawn on April 9, 1942. The soldiers were forced to take a 90-mile, 145 kilometers hike to Camp O'Donnell. Unfortunately, thousands of prisoners died during the hike, also known as the Bataan Death March. Alam niyo to. Due to starvation, dehydration, and diseases before they could reach the camp. Ayun.